What's up, gang? Case here with our at-home workout for Saturday, November 7th. We've got a partner relay today, roughly 2.5 to 3.5 minute work rest time. So you'll do a full round, and then your partner will do a full round. If you're doing this individually, just spot the clock, keep a running clock, and do the math. Or you can always just set your phone, start your round, stop your round, start your round, stop your round, and just rest for the same amount of time that it took you to finish your round. So if you took 2:30 to do that first round, then you'll rest for 2 minutes and 30 seconds, and then you'll kick off your next round. If there's one thing I need you guys to do today, it's break up your reps. So there's already some built-in rest time, even though it's a lot of reps for these movements today. But our legs, low backs, hips have already gotten quite a bit of work this week. So we don't want to go for huge sets, even if you're being pushed by a partner. So we'll talk about thrusters, and then we'll talk about how to break up some of those sets as we go through. I want you trying to do a thruster with both arms today. This is meant to be a lightweight. We're doing wall balls in the gym. So if I was going to give a recommended prescribed on this, it'd be roughly 45 pounds total for men and 35 for ladies. So I opted for two 25-pound dumbbells today. If you're doing that dumbbell thruster, let those heads rest on the shoulders. Keep that chest upright. Control that down. Try to breathe in on the negative. Breathe out on the way up. I split mine up into fives today. Common flaw that we see on those is people falling to the bottom, bouncing out of the bottom. Their chest dives, their hips fly back. It just puts a lot more pressure on knees and hips, and then it also restricts your breathing. So think about big posture, breathing in on the way down, blowing out on the way up. I would do 5 reps. I'd take 3 breaths, 5 reps, 3 breaths, and then I just kept that same system going throughout the entire workout. If you're only using one dumbbell, you can hold that dumbbell one head in each hand, or just to get down to that weight that's light enough for you, really anything that you can get 2 hands onto today to finish in that stacked out position. From there, we've got deadlifts. Prescribed weight for this, 95-65. So just get as close to that weight as you can. I used a 70-pound kettlebell for me. Whatever objects we're using, make sure you're right over your center of gravity with the weight. I see people start too far out in front often. So right between the arches of the feet. Pull those hips down. We want that vertical shin, weight right beneath our sternum, looking down out in front of your feet, just 2 to 3 feet. Squeeze your butt to stand. Stay away from the common flaw of leaning back at the top. It's just straight up, butt tight, belly tight. We're not shrugging. We're keeping shoulders down, but pulling them slightly back. Keeping all that posture in mind. Tap, knees back, tap, keeping those knees back. That's a weight that most of you could probably flow through 15 pretty quickly, but I want you to break it up into at least 8 and 7 today to save your low back and to save your hamstrings. Another reason we're doing that is burpees has a lot of that flexion and extension, so just more work through that area. It's a lateral burpee over that object today. If you have the ability, 2-foot takeoff, 2-foot landing, that way you're training that lateral jump motion. But if you've got any ankle, knee, or hip issues, you can always do that step over. And also you can always do that step back and step in. Another option on burpees, if you ever are feeling pain in that low back, a lot of times it's because you're going through a lot of extension and flexion. First thing to do is think about just bracing through your middle a little more. And then if you're already fatigued in the workout, you can always modify with one of those up downs because you're not having to go into as much extension or flexion. So just wanted to give you guys some options there. You'll complete 5 rounds. Your partner will complete 5 rounds for 10 total rounds. If you're working by yourself, it's 1-to-1 work-rest ratio. Split up your reps, and over the course of this long enough time period, I think you guys will be all right and be ready to come into our performance week starting on Monday. Good luck on this Metcon, and we'll see you guys on Monday.